kickoff.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's second and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On third down, Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 50-yard line.
On second down, Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
A 2-yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get him to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens will take over at their own 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Jamal Adams.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down now, it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. No score after one on EA Sports.
With no score.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Jackson again the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So it just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 88 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Point after.
The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Ringers set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The tackle made by...
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Jackson on the keeper. It's a gain of
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 45 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now Jackson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 3 from the 9. They'll run here with Bo. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll run it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
The tackle made.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. And that play just looked a little...
Prater set to kick
Now
off.
the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Jackson now. And he's gonna go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Ravens nothing. Matt Prater set
after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They're going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one. And while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Forced out to his left. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Seven, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete to number
Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Ravens 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
Lockett on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Ezekiel
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
at the 33-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson gets it to Strong. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Brought down right at
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check 23.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the 8-time Pro Bowler Steve Atwater. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over first.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. After the interception, here's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as the LSU man there to knock it away that time.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill, 67 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Ravens 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Lockett the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Jackson now. A final shot before break. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill. As time expires in the first half. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires.
Another demon.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Lockett the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
On second down, Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start here with Jackson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Made by Jalen Smith.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, it's Jackson. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. This is caught by Jackson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Good.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 57 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Lockett the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And no... where to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He lets it fly for Lockett. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They run on first down with Jackson. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down now, it's Jackson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lamar. These two teams all tied after one.
End of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Second and 10. Jackson. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, a first down. On first and 10, it's Jackson. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen to Bo. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Jackson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Eluding the pressure right. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys have taken the lead. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score our home team 14, visitors 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Lockett the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. He'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He lets it fly for Lockett, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On second down, here's Jackson. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Complete to Brock.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught by Ed McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The veteran Andre Johnson, the target on that one. And it's 3rd and short.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
At the 19-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
The keeper
got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2nd down and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bo. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to take the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Lockett the return.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This time, Jackson will throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
3rd and 17.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time.
What the fuck was that? I'm feeling like Will. What's up? Little brother. I'm feeling like Will. So unlucky today. Offense is not coming together. The defense is not getting any stops. I don't know what's going on.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Lockett on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And his first look is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Jackson now. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he's got Lockett. You don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. And the Jaguar 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
Good play.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Darren Waller, 76 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He is going to find Hill here. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 41, Jackson, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 41 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now Austin Eckler on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Watson. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
9 yards.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Third and long. It's Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
6-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
To number 87.
From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
For the point after.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Jackson to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Here's the game at 14. Matt Prater set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Eckler to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Watson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Eckler to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Watson just beating the play clock. And his throw is incomplete. Ed McCaffrey, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down, Jacksonville.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Past the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Elliott. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and...
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
14.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it. Because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it done, and let your team know.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And Okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Here's Eckler to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
24-yard gain.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And that one, well, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Check three. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Good game.